Hi there, folks. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I've never done one of these because this is a pipe tobacco channel, and that's strictly what it's been so far. But I made a video yesterday and talked about a few cool drinks that I got to try, and I'm going to do a tasting of Left Hand Brewing Company's Nitro Milk Stout. I'm a big fan of stouts. I'm a big fan of nitro beer, so I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, I don't know if I've had this or not. The local bar, I've had a few stouts, but I have trouble placing what all of them are, except for Old Rasputin, which is an imperial stout, some chocolate stout that I had, and like Guinness. So can't remember if I've had this before, and if I have had it, I don't remember it at all. So this is basically a first impression, or probably a first impression. So as you might have heard, it seemed to be really well gassed. I smell right off the front a lot of malt, which I'm pretty excited for. So I'm pouring it into this Guinness. I don't know if you call this, I think a tulip glass is more of like a stemmed glass. I don't know what this would be called. But these big pint glasses, big imperial pint glasses. I think with the nitro beer, you're actually supposed to pour it. Yeah. You're supposed to go pretty heavy on it. So, compared to the nitro cans of Guinness, this has a very small head. I feel like those heads are usually like an inch or 2 inches. This is probably about a ½ inch head, and a very dark head. The head is almost like a latte color, like a very light tan. I mean a dark tan. And the beer itself seems nearly black. It's a very dark brown hue, and almost no light is penetrating it when I hold it up to my overhead. So I expect this to have a lot of malt. And right off the front, it smells like there's some chocolate in there. I'm excited for this one. As you can see, it clings to the side of the glass really well, as to be expected from nitro beers. So it seems really thick, creamy. I guess that's most of the appeal, for me at least. So, here we go. Wow. That is almost dessert-like. I would almost call that a dessert. Very full-bodied, sort of coats the inside of your mouth. That head has a lot of like airiness. It's almost like chocolate mousse or something. It has a lot of chocolate flavor. Just a really full-bodied chocolate punch right in your mouth, and it's really what I want from a nitro beer, I think, as far as texture goes. Just really thick and rich. It really feels like a little bit more than just drinking a beer. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a dessert, really. And I don't know if I could have too many of these. As a matter of fact, I could probably only have 1 or 2 of these. Let me see how many calories it has. It's got about 210 calories. If I'm not mistaken, a Guinness has like 120, 130 or something like that. I think like a Budweiser has like 140, somewhere around there. So this is a pretty heavy beer as far as calories go. So I'm sure this settles on the stomach really heavily. I obviously don't know yet, but just off of first impressions, this is delicious. There's a lot of sweetness. Like I said, the chocolate is really pronounced, and it's not like a bitter chocolate. There's a lot of seems like there's a high sugar content in this beer. I don't know if that's a characteristic of milk stout specifically. I haven't had many, but like I said, the few that I have had, I really enjoyed. So I think that I'm a fan of the stout category, and this one is definitely a good representation of it. Like I said, this is really thick, creamy head, and just the texture of the beer overall is really smooth, creamy, and it's been in my refrigerator. I don't know if this is the optimal temperature to have it, but it doesn't really feel refrigerator cold. I don't know if that's an issue of my refrigerator, or I don't know what the deal is, but it really doesn't feel like refrigerator cold in my hand. Maybe after settling for a little bit, I'll drink this over the course of like 20 minutes, a half hour. Maybe after sitting out for a little bit and coming to a more stout appropriate temperature, some more flavor will come out of it. But just for the video's purpose, I wanted to give you guys my first tasting impressions. Like I said, maybe I should have let it come to a lower temperature first, but I didn't really think about that before starting the video. So here we are. But nevertheless, it's delicious. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna set this aside. Like I said, take 20-30 minutes to drink that and enjoy it, savor it. But that's been my first impression of Left Hand's Nitro Milk Stout. Like I said, this will be a short video. It's a little less processed than pipe tobacco review, and I'm not as keen of a beer taster, I guess. I'm pretty new to both hobbies. I'm 21 years old, so I haven't had access to either of them until, the last year. And I'm very excited to try a lot of new beers. I'm excited to try more stouts specifically. The few that I've had, I've liked them all. I find some of them to be a little bit flat when ordered on tap, but the Nitro just completely alleviates that issue and adds a whole depth of texture and just like a lot of nice character to it. So Nitro beers are definitely a big plus in my book, and this one specifically is really, really tasty. So that'll be all from me. You've made it this far. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.